Dear friends, let us begin with a food that almost every household in the world keeps in their kitchen: garlic. For thousands of years, garlic has been treasured as both a culinary spice and a powerful natural remedy. Ancient Egyptian texts recorded its use to increase stamina and fight infections, while modern science continues to confirm its many benefits. Studies published in the Journal of Nutrition and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition show that garlic compounds, particularly allicin, may reduce blood pressure, lower cholesterol, and provide potent anti-inflammatory effects. However, there is a side of garlic that very few people talk about, and it can be surprisingly dangerous. While garlic itself is not harmful, the way it is used, the amount consumed, and the health condition of the person eating it can completely change whether it heals or harms. Recent medical reports have shown that inappropriate garlic use can lead to serious complications. For example, a study from the National Center for Biotechnology Information, NCBI, found that excessive garlic intake may significantly increase the risk of liver stress, while another report revealed that garlic can enhance the effect of anticoagulant medications, thinning the blood to levels that may cause dangerous bleeding. In fact, one clinical study indicated that garlic supplements reduce the effectiveness of certain heart medications by nearly 50%. The truth is, almost 99% of seniors are making at least one mistake with garlic. Mistakes such as taking it on an empty stomach, consuming too much at once, or combining it with the wrong medicines. These small errors might seem harmless, but over time they can reduce the very benefits you are expecting and may even put your health at risk. That is why in today's video, we will uncover the 6 most dangerous mistakes people make when eating garlic. More importantly, we will guide you on how to use this remarkable natural medicine correctly, so that you can enjoy its protective effects for your heart, brain, and immune system without falling into the hidden traps. Because when used wisely, garlic remains one of nature's greatest gifts. But when used carelessly, it can become a silent enemy in your daily meals. Mistake 1. Eating garlic on an empty stomach. One of the most common yet overlooked mistakes with garlic is eating it on an empty stomach. Many people believe that swallowing raw garlic first thing in the morning will detoxify the body, burn fat, or strengthen immunity. While garlic does have powerful health benefits, consuming it without food can sometimes cause more harm than good, especially for older adults. Here is why. Garlic contains sulfur compounds such as allicin, which are responsible for its strong antibacterial and antioxidant effects. But these same compounds can also irritate the delicate lining of the stomach when no food is present to buffer them. According to a study in the American Journal of Gastroenterology, raw garlic may increase gastric acidity and trigger symptoms such as burning pain, nausea, bloating, or even gastritis in sensitive individuals. Over time, repeated irritation can weaken the stomach lining, leading to ulcers or worsening acid reflux, a condition already common in seniors. Another hidden danger is the way garlic interacts with digestive enzymes. Research published by the National Institutes of Health, NIH, found that high doses of raw garlic on an empty stomach may interfere with the breakdown of certain medications, including drugs for diabetes and high blood pressure. This can result in unpredictable blood sugar swings or unstable blood pressure, both of which are particularly dangerous in people over the age of 50. So what is the right way to enjoy garlic without these risks? Experts recommend pairing garlic with food rather than consuming it alone. When garlic is eaten together with a balanced meal, such as vegetables, whole grains, or lean protein, the food acts as a natural cushion, protecting the stomach from irritation while still allowing the body to absorb allicin and other beneficial compounds. Another tip is to let chopped or crushed garlic sit for about 10 minutes before cooking or eating. This waiting period allows the enzyme allinase to activate, increasing the amount of allicin formed and boosting the health benefits. In short, garlic is indeed a wonderful ally for your heart, circulation, and immunity, but not when taken recklessly, on an empty stomach. To protect your digestive health and maximize garlic's healing power, always combine it with other foods. Remember, health is not only about what we eat, but also about how and when we eat it. Mistake 2. Overeating garlic. Another serious mistake many people make is believing that the more garlic you eat, the healthier you will be. This is far from the truth. While garlic has undeniable medicinal properties, consuming it in excessive amounts can overwhelm the body and create new health problems, especially in older adults. Garlic's active compounds, particularly allicin, work best in small, consistent doses. According to a review published in the Journal of Nutrition, moderate garlic intake has been linked to reduced cholesterol, improved blood pressure, and better immune function. However, the same review warns that excessive garlic consumption, particularly in raw form, can irritate the digestive system, causing heartburn, gas, or diarrhea. In sensitive individuals, too much garlic may even trigger headaches and dizziness due to its effect on blood circulation. Beyond digestive issues, garlic also has a natural blood-thinning effect. This is beneficial in controlled amounts because it helps prevent clot formation and supports heart health. But when garlic intake is too high, the blood can become excessively thin. A clinical report in the International Journal of Cardiology documented cases where patients experienced prolonged bleeding and bruising after consuming large amounts of garlic, particularly when combined with blood-thinning medications such as aspirin, clopidogrel, or warfarin. For seniors already managing cardiovascular conditions, this can become life-threatening. What is the safe amount? Most nutrition experts recommend about 1 to 2 fresh garlic cloves per day, or the equivalent in cooked form, for general health maintenance. For those who prefer garlic supplements, standardized doses of 600–1,200 milligrams per day, divided into smaller portions, are considered safe according to guidelines from the National Institutes of Health. Importantly, more does not mean better. Your body can only process a certain amount of allicin and other sulfur compounds at once. Beyond that threshold, you are only stressing your liver and digestive system without gaining extra benefit. The key is moderation. Garlic should be viewed as a daily health enhancer, not as a miracle drug to be consumed in massive quantities. By respecting the safe dosage and listening to your body, you can continue enjoying garlic's protective effects on the heart, brain, and immune system without tipping the balance toward risk. Mistake 3. Mixing garlic with the wrong medications. One of the most dangerous mistakes with garlic is combining it with the wrong medications. Many people see garlic as just a natural food and assume it cannot interfere with prescription drugs. But science tells us otherwise. Garlic contains powerful bioactive compounds, including allicin and ajoine, that directly affect how the liver and blood metabolize medicines. For seniors who often take multiple prescriptions, this interaction can become a silent but serious risk. The most well-known concern is garlic's ability to thin the blood. On its own, this effect can help reduce clot formation and protect against strokes. However, when garlic is combined with blood-thinning medications such as warfarin, clopidogrel, or even daily aspirin, the risk of internal bleeding rises dramatically. A report in the Journal of Clinical Pharmacy and Therapeutics documented cases of spontaneous bleeding in patients who were consuming both garlic supplements and anticoagulant drugs. These were not isolated events. They highlight a very real danger. But the interaction risk goes beyond blood thinners. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that garlic may reduce the effectiveness of certain HIV medications, lowering their concentration in the blood by up to 51%. Another study found that garlic supplements can interfere with statins, the drugs used to lower cholesterol, and with medications that regulate blood pressure. For people depending on these drugs for survival, even a small drop in effectiveness can have serious consequences. So how can you protect yourself? The most important step is to always inform your doctor if you are regularly consuming garlic supplements or large amounts of raw garlic. Do not assume your healthcare provider already knows. If you are on anticoagulants, blood pressure medications, or statins, your doctor may adjust your dosage or recommend limiting garlic intake to prevent dangerous interactions. For general health purposes, sticking to food-level amounts, such as 1 clove per day in cooking, usually poses little risk. The danger mostly arises from concentrated garlic pills, oils, or extracts taken without medical supervision. Garlic remains one of the most powerful gifts of nature, but when combined with certain medications, it can undermine treatment or even endanger your life. The golden rule is simple. If you are taking prescription drugs, always consult your doctor before using garlic as a supplement. Prevention and awareness are the best safeguards. Mistake 4. Using garlic incorrectly. During cooking, garlic is not just a spice. It is a natural pharmacy packed into a small bulb. But one mistake that many people make, often without realizing, is cooking garlic in a way that destroys its irritate, healing power. The beneficial compounds in garlic are delicate, and if they are not handled properly, most of their medicinal effect is lost before they ever reach your body. The key compound in garlic is allicin, which is formed when the garlic clove is chopped, crushed, or chewed. Allicin is responsible for garlic's famous ability to lower blood pressure, fight harmful bacteria, and protect the heart. However, allicin is also highly unstable and can be destroyed by heat. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition demonstrated that heating garlic immediately after crushing it significantly reduces its allicin content, meaning that the expected benefits almost disappear. In fact, boiling garlic for more than 20 minutes can deactivate nearly all of its active compounds. Another mistake is adding garlic too early during cooking. Many people throw minced garlic directly into a hot pan of oil at the start of preparing a dish. This causes the garlic to burn quickly, turning bitter and losing most of its therapeutic potential. Not only does this affect taste, but it also means you are not getting the cardiovascular and immune-boosting benefits you are hoping for. So, how can you cook garlic the right way? Researchers recommend what is sometimes called the 10-minute rule. After chopping or crushing garlic, let it sit for about 10 minutes before exposing it to heat. This waiting time allows the enzyme alliinase to fully activate and produce stable allicin molecules. Once allicin is formed, it is slightly more resistant to heat and can better survive the cooking process. Another practical tip is to add garlic toward the end of cooking, or use it raw in salads, dips, or as a topping for cooked vegetables. In this way, you preserve more of its powerful compounds. The lesson is simple. Garlic is only as powerful as the way you prepare it. By paying attention to how you cook, chop, and time the garlic in your meals, you can unlock its full potential instead of letting it go up in smoke. Small kitchen habits can make the difference between garlic as medicine and garlic as just flavoring. Mistake 5. Storing garlic. The wrong way, garlic may look tough on the outside, but in reality, it is a very delicate food when it comes to storage. One of the most common mistakes people make is keeping garlic in conditions that either reduce its medicinal power or, worse, promote harmful mold and bacteria. When garlic is stored incorrectly, it loses much of the allicin and antioxidant compounds that make it such a powerful ally for heart and immune health. Many households keep garlic bulbs in the refrigerator, thinking this will extend their freshness. Unfortunately, the opposite is true. Research published in Food Science and Biotechnology found that cold, humid environments accelerate sprouting in garlic. Once garlic sprouts, not only does its flavor change, but its concentration of beneficial sulfur compounds begins to decline. While sprouted garlic is not necessarily harmful, it is less potent as a natural medicine. Another dangerous storage mistake is keeping garlic submerged in oil at room temperature. This creates an oxygen-free environment that allows Clostridium botulinum, the bacteria responsible for botulism, to grow. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, has issued warnings about this exact risk, noting that homemade garlic and oil mixtures can become toxic within just a few days if not refrigerated properly. Botulism is a rare but life-threatening illness that causes paralysis and can be fatal without immediate treatment. What is the right way to store garlic? Whole bulbs should be kept in a cool, dry, well-ventilated place, such as a basket in the kitchen or pantry. Avoid sealing garlic in plastic bags or containers without airflow, as this traps moisture and encourages mold growth. Once a bulb is broken and individual cloves are separated, try to use them within 10 days for maximum potency. If you wish to preserve garlic for longer, consider peeling and freezing the cloves, or chopping them and mixing them with olive oil in a sealed jar kept in the refrigerator, always consuming within 1 week to avoid bacterial growth. By respecting these storage principles, you ensure that garlic remains both safe and effective. Properly stored garlic can last for weeks or even months while retaining its healing compounds. Mishandled garlic, on the other hand, can silently lose its benefits or become a source of harm. A simple change in storage habits may be the difference between garlic as a protector of health and garlic as a hidden hazard. Mistake 6. Assuming garlic is safe for everyone. The final mistake, and perhaps the most overlooked one, is believing that garlic is safe for absolutely everyone. While garlic is indeed one of the most studied and beneficial natural foods, it is not universally harmless. For certain groups of people, eating garlic can trigger side effects or worsen existing health conditions. Ignoring these individual differences can turn garlic from a healer into a hidden risk. For example, people with bleeding disorders or those preparing for surgery must be very cautious. Garlic naturally thins the blood, and while this can be protective against heart disease, it can also increase bleeding risk. A review in the Journal of Herbal Medicine noted that patients who consumed large amounts of garlic before surgery were more likely to experience excessive bleeding during operations. Surgeons now routinely advise patients to stop taking garlic supplements at least 1 to 2 weeks before scheduled surgery. Another group that must be careful is people with sensitive digestive systems. Studies from the American Journal of Gastroenterology highlight that garlic, especially when eaten raw, can worsen acid reflux, bloating, or irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. Seniors who already struggle with weak digestion may find that raw garlic increases discomfort instead of providing relief. Allergies, though rare, are also possible. Some individuals experience skin rashes, headaches, or asthma-like symptoms after consuming garlic or handling garlic supplements. In extreme cases, garlic can interact with medications for diabetes and hypertension, altering blood sugar or blood pressure levels unpredictably. This makes it especially important for older adults, who are more likely to be on prescription drugs, to consult with their doctors before adding concentrated garlic products to their daily routine. What is the solution? The key lies in personalization. Garlic can be incredibly beneficial when matched to the right person, the right dosage, and the right preparation method. If you are generally healthy, enjoying 1 or 2 cloves per day as part of your meals is usually safe and effective. But if you have chronic health conditions, take prescription medications, or notice unusual reactions after eating garlic, it is essential to seek medical advice. Supplements, in particular, should never be self-prescribed without professional guidance. Garlic is not a one-size-fits-all remedy. Respecting your body's unique needs ensures that garlic remains a friend, not a foe. Remember, the best medicine is always the one that suits your individual health condition. Dear friends, we have now uncovered the truth about garlic, one of the world's oldest and most trusted natural remedies. For centuries, it has been celebrated for its ability to lower cholesterol, regulate blood pressure, strengthen immunity, and protect the heart. Modern science supports these benefits, with hundreds of studies published in respected journals, confirming the healing power of garlic's sulfur compounds, antioxidants, and bioactive molecules. But, as we have seen today, garlic is not a simple, eat as much as you like food. Its power is a double-edged sword. Used wisely, garlic is a remarkable protector of health. Used carelessly, it can silently erode the very wellness you are trying to protect. From eating garlic on an empty stomach, to consuming it in excessive amounts, to combining it with the wrong medications, or destroying its compounds through poor cooking methods, each mistake carries real consequences. Even something as simple as how you store garlic can determine whether it heals or harms. And most importantly, garlic is not universally safe. Individual health conditions and medications matter more than we often realize. So what should you take away from all this? First, respect garlic's power. Just because it is natural does not mean it is harmless. Second, embrace moderation. 1 or 2 cloves per day, prepared properly and eaten with food, are enough to deliver real benefits without risk. Third, listen to your body. If garlic causes discomfort, allergies, or unusual reactions, do not ignore these warning signs. Finally, always communicate with your doctor if you are taking medications. Garlic can be a wonderful ally, but it must be integrated safely into your unique health journey. The beauty of garlic is that it is accessible, affordable, and versatile. You can enjoy it raw, roasted, cooked into soups and stews, or even as a mild seasoning that enhances both flavor and health. When you apply the simple rules we have discussed today, waiting before cooking, storing it properly, and avoiding dangerous combinations, you unlock garlic's full potential while avoiding hidden dangers. In the end, garlic teaches us a deeper lesson about food and health. Every natural remedy has its wisdom, but also its boundaries. The key is not to reject or fear garlic, but to use it with awareness and respect. By doing so, you honor both the science of nutrition and the wisdom of tradition. So the next time you see a garlic bulb sitting quietly in your kitchen, remember, it is more than just flavor. It is medicine. And like all medicine, its true value lies in how wisely you use it. Treat garlic not as a miracle cure, not as a dangerous foe, but as a trusted companion on your path to healthy aging, stronger immunity, and a longer, more vibrant life. Your health, after all, is your greatest treasure. And with knowledge, you hold the power to protect it.